Hey y'all, it's Maggie and MEK. Today we're going to be talking about the fourth and final round of recruitment, which is preference round. This round will last for 1 day, and the parties during this round will last for about 50 minutes. They're the longest parties of recruitment, so keep that in mind, especially when you're picking out what to wear. You have the opportunity to visit up to 2 of our chapters. It's completely normal not to receive a full schedule on this day, as well as our other rounds. Continue to remember to keep an open mind when you do receive your schedule. You will be making the largest cut between Sisterhood and Preference Round, and you will be going from a max of 8 chapters to 2. So remember that when you open your schedule on Preference Day, that you may be visiting some chapters that you weren't expecting to visit. But it's super important to keep an open mind during this round and go into these chapters just as positive and ready to hear what their members have to say about all that their chapter has to offer.
Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about what you can expect to wear during Preference Round of recruitment. This is the nicest round and the most formal. Think semi-formal attire. We have put lots of different outfit inspirations on the Pinterest. It is a common misconception that you must wear a black dress on this day, and that is not at all true. Wear whatever you're most comfortable in. This could be a black dress or a white or pink dress. On this round, typically people are in heels. Just like the other rounds, we recommend you bring a pair of tennis shoes to change out of those heels once the party's over and to put on a more comfortable pair of shoes.
Now let's talk about what the party is going to look like once you're inside the chapters. Again, this is the longest, most serious round of all of the parties that you'll be going to throughout recruitment. And this is considered to be very quiet and serious. When you enter the chapter rooms, there will most likely not be a whole lot of noise going on, so just be prepared for that when you're walking into the chapter and it's quiet. During this round, you may talk to someone that you talked to earlier this week. They may just ask your feelings about how your week's gone or kind of where your head's at. This is your opportunity to ask any last questions that you may have about the chapter, about the sorority, about the sisterhood, about their values. So keep that in mind when you're going into this round and be prepared to ask those questions. The members may also ask you questions about how you feel about their chapter, so be ready to answer those questions as well before you walk in. These decisions are very difficult after this round, so it's really important that you leave these parties that you keep an open mind and that you're basing your decisions on your feelings.
When you preference for this round, it is going to look a little different than the past couple rounds. All the other rounds you preference with your Pi Chi. However, this round you are unable to talk to your Pi Chi until after you are done preferencing completely. Your Pi Chi will remind you of this many times throughout the week and on the day of preference round, but just keep that in mind. Any last conversations with your Pi Chi will need to happen before you go into that last party, because after you leave the party, you will go straight to preference at the Auburn Arena, and there you will be directed by the Recruitment Executive Board members and Pi Chis to go and preference. You'll submit your preference with the Greek Life staff member or a volunteer, and you're able to talk to them about what decisions you're making. We'll also have members of the Recruitment Executive Board able to talk through your decision with you. We really want you guys to make sure that this is a decision that you're making on your own, and they're really just there to unbiasedly talk you through anything that you might be feeling. I know that it might seem a little bit scary that you can't talk to your Pi Chi, but you will have someone with you every step of the way.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We really hope that you learned a lot about our preference round here at Auburn. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on our Instagram as well as our Panhellenic Gmail. See y'all soon!